3 episodes left to go, and how fitting that these last 3 have to do with Thanksgiving. And to be honest, I have a lot of Thanksgiving to give for this game. Hello guys, what is up? I am Lee, up there for 121, and welcome back to Flash Fridays. Flash Fridays, where I convoy to you guys a blast from the past with games from the Flash. As I continue my Let's Play of Papa's Freezeria Deluxe for the PC. Last time, the last of the Halloween festivities occurred, and a lot of achievement hunting continued as I, well, settled down with this game, which has been honestly a joy to play. And I'll tell you more in this episode as I start out Thanksgiving, a brand new holiday, to mark off the near end of this Let's Play. How fitting though, Thanksgiving right after Halloween, kind of makes sense. Although that probably means that after this, I will not be surprised that right after I finish, it's Christmas. I will not be surprised. Anyways, if you guys are hyped for more Papa's Freezeria Deluxe here on the channel, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for our content if you are new, and ring that bell to notify anytime on the channel. Last episode on the card, up here. Now, this will be a shorter episode, as you might notice from the timing. That's because I plan to do only 2 days. Plus, I also plan to give my full review of this game. Why? Well, for the last 2 episodes, I actually have not 1 but 2 co-coms there, and I want to at least get their take on the game as well, overall when they first played it, and also get some interesting banter along the way. And that will be how I mark the end of the main Let's Play of Papa's Freezeria Deluxe. As I mentioned, I have a lot that I want to do with this game right after, so stay tuned for that. Before I begin though, I did notice something. Well, at least you might notice something. Firstly, I changed clothes. Secondly, wow, this looks a lot different. This is pretty much the Thanksgiving design that I have worked out with. I also put the large group truck plus the whole entire instrument set. And honestly, the chai reverb gum fits very well with the colors, so I thought we'll put that. And also, before I begin, Harley Lloyd has a new costume, an alternate costume. It's almost like a onesie, not really a onesie, but he definitely looks a lot more snazzy, I'll say that much. I want most stars, because I kind of want to perk someone back up again. I don't want anyone from Halloween. I want someone from, there you go. I think that might be the first one on my mind. Actually, no, I already gave Austin one time, so who's the next best option? Who's the next best option? Might be you, actually, Scooter. So that said, why not scoot over here? Might be the second time I've given Scooter a coupon now I think about it, but I don't really too much care. Also, before I begin, I think the rest of the playthrough nearing its end, let me get this particular achievement. Buy all the upgrades in the shop. Now, this is gonna get interesting. I'm not so sure how the dirt bar will work, but, well, I guess I'll see in due time. Did anyone get achievement from that? That looks like not. Alright, well, that said, let's get started. Still with the Ube Blue Bay, which I do have the outside sign for. I don't think there's any achievement related to the Ube Blue Bay. I don't think so, at least. Yeah, it does not look like... Yeah, here it is. Red Velvet Cake, Vanilla Swizzle, Cinnamon Crunch, Wildberry Moon. So I don't have it yet. With that said, let's get to some festivities, shall we? Now celebrating Thanksgiving. Sienna is our first customer from the front, and we got a Blondie, the white chocolate version of a brownie, for those wondering. And finally, we got some pecans. Also, it feels very nice to finally be daytime, although the outside will say otherwise. Also, that's the doorbell. That's quite cool. No surprise to see a lot of brown and stuff in this. Or what's the color, actually? I don't really know too much of the this particular color. Not sure how I can relate to that. Also, you can see that I have all of these bars now, so now I can actually like indicate what level of smoothness I want. But to be honest, as I said before, Chunky's kind of the only one that is kind of hard to see. So that's why I decided on just the smooth, the chunky option for quite some time in this playthrough, as you guys may have noticed. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that's the only one I need, but it's just kind of interesting knowing that I need not have the outer settings since, well, it's very easy to see for me when those are activated. I wouldn't consider that a bad thing. Like, some might want that, just in case if they forget that some of their orders are already at a certain smoothness level when they're making it. But, for me, I don't really need it. I guess you could say I was built different. Okay. All seriousness, honestly, it's just kind of cool to see that in play. Moveset's for making a return. In terms of the game itself, I mentioned an episode ago how I was kind of reluctant to play this game because it kind of looked difficult at first or very complicated. Well, I definitely proven very wrong, let's just say, in this playthrough. There's just so many things I appreciate this game, and it just feels so nice to play, honestly. And it's something about the smoothness, no pun intended, of how this game functions, especially when I use the keyboard to help me out, to aid me in my inputs. It just feels so nice. I don't know about you. It also feels kind of satisfying at the same time. Oh yeah, you're silver. That's why that was so fast. The functions of each of the games, each of the parts is actually quite smooth. I quite like that. And by that I mean, I don't feel like any part of the game is overly complicated. If that makes sense. It's not like there's a complicated section that makes no sense. It's just a case of every part of this game is not complicated. And for a Flash game that you would expect people to play very often, that's a good thing. So that's why I kind of like this, honestly. Where I feel like it just feels very satisfying and comforting to play this game. I just didn't expect, honestly, the way that it works to actually work, though. And by that I mean, it's like, I didn't expect this kind of, interface, this kind of concept to work so well. As I said before, I thought it would be complicated, far away from it. Would I change much? Not really, honestly. I don't really see much I would want to change of this game. Ooh, the doorbell also has a bit of delay because of the fact that, they might just have answered, so it takes some time for them to walk to the counter. Makes sense, though. I'll be very concerned that the doorbell is literally right next to the counter. That'll be a very weird doorbell. Also, I'll be questioning how small the room would have been. The star system also is not too complicated, and it makes sense. Also, there are some Sundays, special Sundays, that help with the star rating. So, if you're gunning for stars, you can play it that way. If you're gunning for experience, you can play it that way. If you're gunning for money, you also can play it that way. The special effects from the special Sundays allows the player to like kind of play it their own way, which is very nice. There's options. There's not like they're restricted to just one way of playing, and I like that. So yeah, this is my what I think about this game, and really, it's not much besides praise that I give to this game. That right chair might be a bit too left. Maybe not. I'll take it. The Halloween costumes I quite like. I'm just kind of curious to see what Christmas will look like if I ever get to it in the main playthrough. If I don't worry. I do plan to show it off in due time. Actually, I kind of want to wait on that. I want to make this smooth, the right consistency first before I go back to that. Man, Quinn, it feels weird not to see you as a cat. This system as well, there's certain parts of this game that I quite like, which allow a player to like kind of play it also again their own way. You want to be fast, you can try to be fast, with the, of course, the possible problem of having to be a bit reckless at the same time. I just pity the fact that there's not really any perfect achievement by any means. I kind of wish there was. Granted, I can see why possibly for some people who are not really good with reaction time. So it is possible that they have omitted that just to make sure, for anyone who is not as fast as me, they can at least enjoy the game at a regular pace without feeling like they are forced to be quick. Besides, not everyone is Sonic the Hedgehog. Perfect day, let's go! Cheers to that. Boom, shaka, laka. Still a Dreamcatcher. I would be curious to see what the Thanksgiving achievements are gonna be. Yeah, why not? Let's just play one of these. Now for the mini games themselves, now knowing that after I get like the first row of stars, now it's like very random as to what level of difficulty I'm gonna get. I mean, I can see that being a good thing, but also can be seen as a bad thing. But at the same time, I quite like the fact that you can like, well, it's not like it's the same routine every time. It's like random, and I quite like that for the rest of the gifts. Of course, it may be a bad thing if you're unlucky, but I don't really care too much. And of course, that's from me, from my side. Alright, which custom I want to give next? No, not most stickers, most stars, excuse me. Sure, Rico can pop by. Meanwhile, not really much I want to change. I will keep Ube Blue Bay. What's the next one? The last one I want to do is Wildberry Moon, because there is an achievement attached to that. Plus, plus I do want to get that. That'll be the last one I'll showcase for episode 19. Episode 20, you'll see why I'll do in due time. But yeah. So interfaces, I like it. It's very simple. Apart from the fact that, of course, there have been a few times I actually pressed the close button thinking it's gonna send me back to this screen, not realizing that I was supposed to click this button anyways. It's a bit confusing, but, I mean, it wasn't too long before I got used to it, so it's just a minor picky thing I want to pick on. Well, I like the fact there's this. It kind of is a clue to like, hey, you might want to, this recipe or this order might come in handy for something. And of course, as we saw from that Sunday minigame, having to take pictures of these actually is a benefit if you want to kind of cheat that game. But of course, I really had to, because honestly, it was impossible to remember the orders just by memory. Alright, with that said, let's move on, Jack. This will be the second day. I will talk about the food truck in due time, but after I finish this day. Ember, why are you not red? Haystack? I assume that's probably Haystack Sprinkles. Because I'll be very concerned if they are using actual hay. Just saying. That'd be very concerning. Wow, I thought the first customer actually would pick the haystack sprinkles, but I guess not. As for like the quality of life things in this game, I mean, I know Mac mentioned how the previous iteration of this game did not have the coupons to allow you to like bring specific customers in. Now that they have that, major improvement. And I feel like that's probably one of the best things about this game, where it doesn't feel as though you need to feel lucky in order to be able to 100% this game, which I do intend to. Of course, the playthrough itself, the main playthrough, is not gonna be 100% because I won't be able to like get all the customers, get all the achievements, blah blah blah. Although technically, a full 100% playthrough is gonna be more than just getting all the customers to show up, getting all the achievements. It's actually gonna be more than just that. So there's definitely a lot more to do with this game once I finish it. Also, wow, Sienna, 2 days in a row, man. Yet I'll say this: out of all the Flash games I've ever played in my life, this actually might be the game that I definitely will go back to time and time again on a consistent basis. I can see myself do that with this game. I can't really see myself do that with any other Flash game I've played in my life. That's how much of a draw this game has had on me, to be honest. It just feels simple, and I feel like even if I haven't played this in a month, which I definitely have had that happen whilst recording this main Let's Play, I definitely do not feel uncomfortable by any means when I'm playing this, honestly. It just feels as though everything just feels smooth and very easy to understand, even to the layman. So that's why I quite like what I'm seeing with this. Also, I thought those were sprinkles. I guess not. I thought that left cookie was a bit too right. I guess not. Oh, no. I want to take Okalami's order, which apparently is another Ube Brube. Why am I not tongue-twisting that now that my co-coms are away? As you can see, that smooth movement, I want to be fast, and that's what I can do. So that's why I quite like this. Feels very satisfying. Then again, back to what I was saying about how the game doesn't really have a perfect, like, achievement by any means. I think that might be a good thing, because I felt like for those who want to play like fast like me, at least they know that they don't have to be perfect in order to do a 100% playthrough. And besides, there was that one achievement where we had to make the last order the first. So that already shows that the game is not expecting you to be perfect. And in fact, ironically, perfection is imperfect. I know it doesn't make any sense, but in the context of this game, it does make sense. Also, I feel like they did the wrong order. Did I? No. I thought I did, actually. Oop. Gotta remember that the doorbell doesn't mean that they immediately came. Man, this order feels so out of place, actually, compared to the other one. Although, looks like that Rico does like his blondies. And I don't just mean the brownie bits. Anyways, awkward part aside. And the food truck free play just turns into another level. Also, wow, nice! I was like, got 3D glasses, that's another Silver Star customer. That's swell. What else do I want to say to end off my statement? The food truck replay is also a nice touch, because you know you don't have to be perfect. The game technically also helps you be perfect in certain ways automatically. And it's just a nice way to unwind while also benefiting yourself, because you do collect money and coupon tickets in the process. So it's not like the food truck is there just for, oh, just play me if you feel bored and you don't want to do the main story. No, it's actually a benefit if you want to play the free play. It's free play for a reason, and it definitely, that reason shines near perfectly in this game. See, even though that was perfect, it's not perfect, I don't mind. And granted, if you do want to do 100% play, 100 like perfect run through almost throughout, it is still possible to do that by resetting the day. Like how did you mention how you could just like reset the day automatically by just closing the game off? Apparently the game does allow that option, and I don't mind that. It just shows the versatility that this game offers that I would say not many Flash games do. I feel like with some of the Flash games that I've played in the past, they kind of like ask you to strive for perfection. And as we know in this universe, not everyone can be perfect. So I quite like that a Flash game embraces imperfection to achieve perfection. I think that's a key statement I think any Flash game could learn from. Strive for imperfection to be try to be imperfect to achieve perfection. Because it's not always a perfect run that capitalizes a 100% run. So that's my full review of this game. The parade as well is also a nice touch. You just want to relax a bit and just see like your achievements, let alone some cool stuff along the way when you look at the game. It is so nice to see that. Be a thing. Minigames are fun. I mean, some of them are a bit frustrating as you saw, but that's just by the by. I feel like there still has to be a bit of frustration in some of the games. And even the Duck Hunt game, I'll admit, there were times that I thought I would miss and fail badly, but I kind of have not missed too much. Then again, I have a steady mouse. So I feel like for the average person who may not have like a perfectly steady mouse, it may be a bit of a problem. But if you're like me, who's able to like keep focus when you play the game, I feel like the Duck Hunt game is actually fine. And of course the other games are simple, pretty repetitive, as I've seen, because apparently they repeat some of the puzzles along the way. But overall, I would say I don't mind the minigames, even if some of them were being repetitive. Plus, the ranking system is just golden. Like, the fact that you have some cool names like Blondie Baker, just so fun. I quite like that touch. Another poster, lol. Alright. That said, that's my full review of this game. As I said before, I wanted to keep this episode just a bit shorter, just so I can express my thoughts in a much smaller way. So that you guys can like at least hear from me what I think about this. With that said, that's gonna be it for now. Next time, I'll pop up Freezeria Deluxe, the final 2 episodes away as I bring in 2 co-coms to see me to the end. As a hint, they might know a thing or two about this game. Thank you guys so much for watching, but remember, the adrenaline rush is real. This is the FNF121 signing out. I'll catch you guys episode 19 of my playthrough of Papa's Freezeria Deluxe. Peace.